And we are back. This time I'm going to show you how to create a color letter logo in Adobe Illustrator. We want to have snap to point and the smart guides activated. We'll swap the colors. We've got a black fill, no stroke. And we'll start with the ellipse tool. Hold Shift when you create it, align it to the center, then press Ctrl C to copy it and Ctrl F to paste it in front. I'll hold Shift and Alt when I resize the one in the front and I'll make the fill color white. So you can see we've got two perfect circles centered exactly in the middle. Let me change the fill color to red and I'll create a new circle. I want to put it right here. Once again, hold Shift when you create it. When you hold Alt, you create it around the center point that you've used when you initially clicked, and then dragged your circle, and when you hold space you can move that around. Alright, we want to put it right here. The smart guides help me finding the center position, and on the right side it's already placed correctly. Press Ctrl Y for the outline mode, see that, and now I'll hold Shift and drag it to the left. And it's on the left side as well, correctly positioned. You want to copy that and put it on top, on the right side and at the bottom. And always make sure that it's positioned correctly so that we have these overlaps. I'll hold Alt and use the selection tool to drag these copies out of the circles. That looks fine. And now we are going to use the pen tool, but don't worry, it's easy to do. Well, let me change the fill color. I'll swap that first, so I'll change the stroke color to yellow. Now I'll click on the anchor point. Then I click again and I hold and drag to create this curvature. That's fine. I'll hold Ctrl, the selection tool is temporarily activated and I left click to deselect it. And now I repeat the process. And the final one. And that looks good. Alright, this is the basic shape that we need. And we'll now add a shape at the bottom right. I'll hold Shift when I drag that, so I've got a 45-degree angle. The bar will snap to it down. I'll press V for the selection tool and I place a circle at the bottom so that I have the same distance created. So again, when I click, this first anchor point is created and I can then create a path and I hold Shift, so then it will snap to 45 degrees, and that's what we want. Or we want to use the circle to create another distance at the bottom. So let me put it to the left. And again, I'll use the pen tool, hold Shift, that's this 45-degree angle, 90 selected, with holding the Control key to temporarily activate the selection tool and left click down. And we're fine. I select it all and use the shape builder tool. I'll hold Alt and drag with the left click on top of the shapes that I want to get rid of. And now I'll connect what I want to make shapes for the final logo, and I'll change the fill color every time so that you can see what kind of shapes I'm creating here. I'm going to change these colors anyway later on. There are sometimes small overlaps that I've created. It's easier to select all of the shapes and use the shape builder tool when you have these overlaps. But afterwards you'll have to get rid of them. Don't forget that. When you have these small, like the yellow shape down here, it's just a stroke color. So when I later on select it or I get rid of the stroke, it will be gone. So let me close the shape down here. Once again I use the pen tool and I hold shift for that. And now I can create a shape here as well. Alright, now select it all and I get rid of the stroke, and you can see this yellow element is now gone. Sometimes you've got these smaller shapes that you need to connect. I use the shape builder tool there again. You'll have to zoom in for that. I hold Alt and use the mouse wheel for zooming. Now that looks good, and we only have to change the fill color, and I use this third row color palette. It looks kinda nice. And that's it. Let me check that. You can right click group it. As I said, when you have these smaller shapes, like here, I forgot it, you'll have to use the shape builder tool again, connect it, and then use the new fill color. But if you've grouped it, like I did here, press Ctrl Z, right click ungroup, and now you can select it, change the fill color. So don't forget that. Alright, there's one at the top as well, but now we're good. And this is how you can create such a letter logo in Adobe Illustrator. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.